Welcome back to Movie Dumpster, Season 8, Episode 14. Today we're talking about Mutant Hunt from 1987, directed by Tim Kincaid. And is this one of the best direct-to-video, low-budget action flicks of all time? You bet your ass it is. I'm Joe Lascola.
And I'm Sean O'Rourke.
Welcome to the dumpster. Sean, I want to shake your hand. Congratulations. We've made it to the 200th episode of Movie Dumpster.
And
the mainline episodes.
Yes. And somewhere in the process, I lost those sunglasses from 15 seconds ago.
Oh, I think Matt kicked him right off your face is what happened.
You know what I think happened? The skeleton back here, Connor's avatar came through the Speed Force and took it from me when I wasn't looking. But yeah, 200 fucking episodes. That is kind of crazy. Another milestone in the dumpster.
It crept right up on us.
It really did, man. Out of the ground like Randolph Carter at the end of The Unnameable. Grabbed us at our ankles and started pulling down on us.
Yeah, and, just on that note, just thank you so much, Dumpster Dwellers, for supporting the show and listening for as long as you have. We've been going for a long-ass time. Well,
man, 8.5 years.
8.5 years is
and then some, honestly.
That's a pretty long time, right? For an independent show that we don't do full-time.
You said it better than I could, Joe. I went back in the archive. I didn't listen to the whole episode because it's a fucking beast of an episode. But episode 100 was the last major milestone for the main line.
Yeah.
We did Ernest Scared Stupid. Connor was on there. Speaking of, we had our friend Pissy Miles as a guest. We talked a long time through those fan questions back when we did the Patreon fan questions.
Back when we had 4-hour episodes.
Yeah. And technically, just a little trivia for the Dumpster Dwellers. Technically, that's counting Jurassic Park in that particular 100th grouping.
Even though it's an April Fool's, it still counts.
This grouping is actually 200 minus Jeff Goldblum laughing for 2 hours.
Yes.
These are the 200th actual fucking review.
Is this Sean O'Rourke calculations or is this accurate calculations?
I could go on YouTube and look at the playlist, and this makes 200.
Okay.
I didn't have to do any math on that one, Joe. I'm not Reed Richards. I am not Mr. Fantastic.
Quantum physics.
Or a T-800 from this film. They all have something in common with each other, believe it or not.
Oh, Daniel Baldwin folds in there. Everything is the Terminator. The future's bright. You got to wear shades. That's why you had them. I don't know where they went.
He doesn't have rubber powers, Joe, is the joke. He's not Monkey D. Luffy. That's another shirt I could have worn. But because it was the 200th, we're dealing with mutants.
Yes.
We're in New York City. Had to wear and rep the Mario Brothers t-shirt.
Oh, there you go, dude. Yeah, they're in Koopa City 1 for sure.
They're definitely the pipes underground. Mario and Luigi are fixing the pipes. They're getting teleported very soon. Mario's falling through that fucking hole.
He is.
The triple Lindy.
Connor was actually supposed to be with us in person for our 200th episode. It didn't work out that way.
We tried.
We tried. He will be on a future episode in the flesh.
Yes. That's why he went to the Speed Force and stole my sunglasses. That's the best he could do at the moment.
Not only is it our 200th episode, which is special as it is, but this is part of the month of action.
Yes. Right at the SN.
Right at the SN. No, man, we're dropping that fucking nuke right at the end. Boom.
Yeah, the mini nuke out of the fucking Fat Man and Fallout. We're firing it at full speed at a super mutant that, again, looks like a T-800, a Terminator.
Going on the hunt for a mutant or a cyborg or a robot or a jellyhead, whatever you want to call them.
Jellyhead. We're taking Snake Plissken's airplane into New York City. We're taking the bomb out of our fucking neck, and we're hunting some mutants,
Fuck your war and fuck your president, okay?
These are all references to the movie we're about to speak about.
Well, that was Escape from New York, but
a little bit of both.
Yeah.
No Donald Pleasance this time. No 6 times from the bushes, unfortunately.
But yeah, the month of action's going on, and it's going across, we mentioned on the Unnameable episode, there's like 15 podcasts.
Artists and other people.
And artists spanning across this. It was this huge undertaking that people from the Flicks and Friends podcast had put together, and the B Action podcast, and the Give Me Back My B Action Flicks podcast. I believe there's 2 different ones, and I always get them confused.
Give Me Back My Action and Horror Movies. I fucked it up last time.
Give Me Back My Action and Horror Movies, and then B action
yes,
flicks.
Yes,
Right?
they're all on the same feed, which is
Yes.
actually kind of a pretty smart fucking idea, honestly, guys. Gotta give you a fucking clap for that one.
I mean, it's great. There's too many. I don't know how y'all do it, honestly. It's hard enough to keep one show going, let alone 3 or 4 shows.
Charlie and Dustin, Anna, Mickey, and the gang, they're all like putting their heads together with the electricity firing through them. They put it together. I'm missing some people. There's some more people involved with those podcasts.
But rats off to you. Seriously, it's been a cool thing. So we're glad to be a part of it. And here we go with Mutant Hunt.
Mutant Hunt, diving deep into the dumpster. This is a dumpster-ass movie. We're about to talk about it, but even on the 200th episode, guys, gotta plug some shit.
And with that being said, if you want some more Movie Dumpster content, you can head over to patreon.com/Movie Dumpster. You can get an ad-free audio version of the show for only $2 a month. And you can get some other stuff at the $5 and $10 tiers. We have stuff like commentary tracks and live watch-alongs we do where we sit there, watch a movie with you guys, and talk and respond to you as we're watching it. We also have a YouTube... what is it? YouTube membership program. That's what it's called. Yes. YouTube membership. It's kind of like Patreon Lite. You don't get all of the physical perks you do with our Patreon if you sign up for that, because you get like sticker packs, t-shirts, all that kind of cool shit. But you do get commentary tracks, minisodes, junk mails, all that kind of stuff. So figure out which one is right for you and sign up for your favorite. Help support your favorite show.
And if you're watching here on YouTube, please like the video and subscribe if you're not already, and share it with your friends to get the word out on the show. And if you're listening on your favorite podcast app, leave us that 5 stars and a review if you got the time. Even a sentence helps. A word, anything. Let us know what you think about the show. We really do appreciate it. It does help get the word out to more people and get it into more I messed it up. Eardrums, eyeballs. Go back in the archive. You know how I always screw that one up. We're trying to get it out to more people is the point, to grow this dumpster community, and we really do appreciate you guys doing that.
Those reviews help more than anything. Please leave the reviews. We really would appreciate it. And rate the show, share the show with your friends, and please like the video before you get out of here. It would be really helpful to us. But if you do want to spend a little bit of money, you can head over to MovieDumpsterPodcast.com. We got a full store there for you. We got hats and shirts and towels and all kinds of shit, stickers, all kinds of cool stuff. We also have a calendar there where you can see what the Dumpster Boys are up to. On August 15th and 16th, we are going to be guests for the very first time at any convention, and that's going to be at the Sci-Fi Horror Fest in Vernon, New York. There's a bunch of great guests, including Bill Moseley, Caroline Williams, Tyler Main, William Forsythe, and Cecil Trachtenberg from Good Bad Flicks. So if you're in the New York area, definitely come hang out for that. But also, on the same weekend, our street team is going to be set up at Monster Mania in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. So if you're going to Monster Mania, we still will have a table there. We hope to see you in New York, and if we don't, we'll see you in New Jersey. But yeah, check it out at MovieDumpsterPodcast.com. So yes, 1987's Mutant Hunt.
That's an important thing to bring up, because I already joked about Terminator, which this is riffing on quite a bit.
The year of my birth.
There you go.
There you go.
That's actually a little bit more
It makes
important.
a lot of sense, doesn't it?
It does. It actually does. You were born in the green slime that oozes out of these fucking cyborgs.
The golden hour of B films.
Yeah. I came a year later, Joe. I don't know what that even means in the scheme of things, but yeah, here we are, Mutant Hunt.
Hell yeah, man.
How it took us this long to get to something like this? I know we've done some real deep cuts this season, so maybe it was kind of meant to be.
Well, it's also funny you said that, because we've been talking about doing more B action stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
And it just so happened that we were asked to be a part of the month of action. So It was like, oh shit, what would be a banger fucking B action movie that, like, one of the best, in my opinion. It's got to be Mutant Hunt. And not only is it one of the best, but like it encapsulates kind of like everything that we always talk about on the show.
Oh, it definitely encapsulates it.
Yeah.
Positive and negative, you decide.
Yeah, but I mean, we got Charles Band in here, we got Lightning Video, we got Wizard Video, we have connections to Ed French, which goes to Blood Rage, which goes, it just sprawls out like a fucking spider web.
Yeah.
The MDU is real.
It is real. There's a lot of movies that he did makeup effects on, special effects on, that we've covered.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Yeah. But even the cover, that's another movie dumpster staple. I mean, mean, a lot of podcasts talk about the cover, but this is a movie dumpster ass cover if I ever saw one, man.
It's great. I mean, again, this is the art, and again, on all these old Wizard boxes, I mean, this is a slip. This is the big box, so this is the shit that made you want to rent the movie. You know what I mean? And in this particular case, not only does it deliver what's on the cover, it delivers in spades in terms of special effects.
You might think it's like a Fantastic Four ripoff with the way that arm's grabbing.
It's
like it's stretching like Mr. Fantastic.
Dude, it is great.
Which is kind of funny that this drop, that was not intentional. I didn't even know it was a part of the movie. These fucking things, their limbs stretch.
Well, we'll
talk about
that one goes full Reed Richards, yeah.
Big time. Doesn't dance like the one in the fucking 2007 version.
Holy Christ.
I just rewatched those. Holy shit, those movies were way worse than I remember.
But not as bad as Fan-4-tastic.
I still didn't watch that one.
Don't. Skip it.
I will. I won't be happy, but I will.
Just go back and watch the Roger Corman's Fantastic Four and then watch our review on it.
I did.
It's great.
I did watch, after the review. I did watch it. It's better than the 2005 and the 07 one.
It's so good.
I couldn't believe how bad the Silver Surfer one was. I was shocked. I was like, clearly this is better than the original one. No, it was worse. I couldn't fucking, my eyes deceived me.
That's a hell no for me.
Anyway, we'll come back to some Silver Men, and possibly in our next episode, but that's our little Fantastic Four side tangent. Excited for the new one.
We're gonna get there. Tim Kincaid directs this movie. Now, this guy has done a metric fuck ton of porn.
Right, that's most of his IMDb is
porno. So what happened here was, he wanted to make a movie, right? So who do you call in the 80s when you want to make a low budget
the Ghostbusters
crazy movie? No, not the Ghostbusters.
Who are you gonna call? I don't know. That's where my brain
Charles
goes.
Band.
Charles Band, naturally, yeah. Who's his Janine that's picking up the phone? Charlie, we got another guy.
Well, again, like we talk a lot about Empire Pictures and how, I mean, say what you will about Charles. I mean, we bust Charlie's balls a lot on this show.
I mean, I think I do a little more than you,
but it's in jest.
It's in jest. It's in love.
The man is fucking incredible. He has given what he's done for the independent film community is incredible.
There's about 20 evil bongs, maybe 19 too many, Charlie, but I guess if they're making money, I can't say I blame the guy.
No, 100%. And I mean, he's got to make ends meet. I totally get that.
I'm kind of teasing.
Not that we have to consume it all, but yeah.
It's just, it doesn't feel like the same, like the early days.
No, I mean, I don't think we'll ever get back there, but that's what the show is for, so we can go back and revisit these things because they're wonderful. So what had happened was Tim Kincaid pitched Breeders to he pitched some other movie to Charlie to get distributed, and he was like, no, fuck you.
Passed on it.
It must have been, if Charles Band says no, then it must be really bad.
He liked Breeders though. He came back to him with the Breeder script, and Charlie was like, all right, we got something here maybe.
Yeah, what was it called? Rapist from Outer Space was the original title.
Of Breeders. I can see why they changed it.
They changed it a little bit, though I would have probably picked up Rapists from Outer Space off the show.
More of a curiosity right now. I haven't seen Breeders myself.
Yeah.
I probably should have done a back-to-back viewing, especially once you find out they filmed them back-to-back.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a double feature.
Yeah, so Tim pitches to Charlie, and he gets a 2-picture deal from him, and he does Breeders, and then he does Mutant Hunt. Successfully does both, and they get released. Breeders in 86, Mutant Hunt in 87, but in the interim of that, he's also shooting Robot Holocaust, which also Charles Band distributes as well. Now, he also produces these films, too.
Right, yeah.
So we were talking about that before the show, and you're like, oh, I thought it was a Full Moon picture. And I'm like, well, it's a Wizard video picture. Well, it's a Lightning video picture. No, it's an Empire Pictures picture.
The double-edged sword of going on the internet and trying to find information out. It's like, even if you look at the VHS, sometimes you're not always sure. But IMDb is trying to tell me this is a full moon feature. This is why the debate started in the first place.
Well, I'm glad you brought it up because I have the Wizard video of Mutant Hunt right here and Breeders, of course. Mutant Hunt was the last film to be distributed on the Wizard video label in 87. Okay. Guess what? The last title was distributed for Lightning Video.
Was it also this?
No, it was Street Trash.
Oh.
And we talk about Street Trash. We talk about that in our Street Trash episode about how the producer of that film was going to, I don't know if he was a producer or he was like the marketing guy.
Sure, yeah. It's coming back to me a little.
He struck a deal with Lightning, and he was going to become the head of Lightning. But they knew that Lightning was on its way out, and they fucked him over.
Oh, no!
Yeah, that's bad news. So Street Trash was, I believe, the last one to come out on Lightning Video. And if if I'm wrong, you can shoot me. But
I mean, we even talked about what was the Last Empire? Was that Robot Jox?
And then shortly after that, the last Empire Pictures film was Robot Jox.
Okay, yeah. We talked about that a while back. My memory's firing on some cylinders here.
It's crazy because this movie really starts. All the fucking roads converge into the crumbling of everything, and what rises from the ashes of that is Full Moon.
Right. At the end of the day. Right. I guess worth it, right?
Yeah.
Puppet Master came out of the fucking ashes.
Yeah. And that's what it was, like a fucking blazing phoenix, which we will be talking about soon. Yeah. So, Wizard Video's about to collapse, Lightning Video's about to collapse, and Empire Pictures about to collapse when these two movies drop.
Empires, no pun intended, literally falling in the independent scene.
It's almost like we did a whole season or a whole event month of Fallen Empire where we did Empire Pictures movies.
Get the t-shirt, moviedumpspodcast.com.
But yeah, I mean, it's sad. It's sad to kind of talk about it and how kind of where that went, because Charlie was trying to take Empire Pictures to a place where like
next level, yeah.
Well, it was like, hey, here's independent films that we're making that other studios won't let you make, and we're going to put them out in fucking theaters. And that was pretty great. Or even deals to get distribution, which was pretty fucking incredible. So a lot of great stuff came out of that. And one of those things is Mutant Hunt.
Oh, yeah.
And I think the last thing really to talk about on this is Ed French, of course, who is a prolific special effects guy. We've talked about him a bunch on this show. He's been involved from everything from Tales from the Dark Side to Blood Rage to Mutant Hunt to fucking Terminator and Terminator 2 to, what did you say before?
Venom that we covered.
Not Venom, but Venom, the Louisiana voodoo movie.
Right, which, not a good movie, but the effects are decent.
But it's fine.
Go back to the review.
Yeah.
He also did effects for Tim and Eric. Awesome show. Great job. And the Dr. Steve Brule show. Yeah. So I guess he got involved with T&E at one point. Yeah. What else did I write down? Terminator Salvation, Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Thieves. So many fucking Sleepaway Camp. So many movies.
Camp, yeah. I mean, he's just done so many. He's just one of those staples.
Blood Rage.
Yeah, I think I mentioned that.
Okay,
but yeah. He's
the list is long.
He's up there with the greats. Like, he's on the wall of greats for sure.
And we actually, before the recording, we watched a kind of behind the scenes of Mutant Hunt where he talks about his memories of working on this, and he still talks about it very fondly.
Yeah.
So it was kind of nice to see that, because I was saying to Joe, it's kind of a shame when you see these people look back on their careers and like, and it's like, I was happy to see.
Like a stain.
Yeah, like he could recognize its place in history and kind of like, I'm still very proud of this sequence here. And it was like, I was glad to see that.
The most important thing that I gleaned from that interview was that they were having fun making the movie, and they were trying things, and they were trying to make it work, and they were just having a good time and making a film
in their budget and the time allotted. Yeah.
I mean, they shot it in 3 weeks.
That's what he said. Plus some pickups.
Well, in the 3 weeks were those pickups.
Oh, that's
so. And we're talking film. Okay, we are so fucking spoiled.
Well, nowadays, right? Yeah, because we pop the SD card in, right?
We were shooting like last week, 2 weeks ago, and we could be like, "Fuck, did we get that? Oh, okay, let me just press this little button, fucking play it back." Even like when we had mini DV, you could like rewind it and like play it back if you really wanted to.
That's our dailies now.
But like digital, it's just like, and which sucks because it also increases the demand for how fast you have to make it.
That's true.
But, I mean, imagine shooting something, you don't really know what you have, sending it off to get processed, getting the fucking film back, loading it into a fucking projector, watching it, and being like, oh, I guess we did get it good.
Right. Not to go back to another old episode, but Jacko comes to mind, because I know that a lot of that didn't click for me, and then, like, the commentary with Fredo and Ray I kept kind of bringing up. But, yeah, you're right. If you don't know, you don't have the money to have those dailies, you're just hoping it kind of cuts together in the editing room,
Perfect example was Flesh-Eating Mothers that we covered.
Oh, yeah.
They only had enough film to do one take sometimes, and that was it. So
they nailed it.
So they were just like, oh, okay, we're going to shoot it and then just hope that it comes out on the other end the way we want it.
Yeah, that is definitely one that they got lucky with a lot of that stuff, because what a great movie.
I mean, it's incredible, like what they did, and we talk all about that on the Flesh-Eating Mothers episode, but that's about it, dude. You want to plot crunch this? Want to get into some fucking jelly heads?
Yeah. One of the many. They're not clankers. They're not. Well, I was gonna say cyborgs, but they are literally called cyborgs.
They're robots.
They're not half human, but they are half human. But they're not. Anyway, let's plot crunch this right. So essentially, there's this in the near future of New York City. which they don't say in the movie. It's just heavily implied it's a near future situation. There's robots at this Intellatrex facility, and this guy Z, that's his name, the letter Z. He has his army of them, and he wants to essentially sell them to terrorists and dictators to cause wars or make money off war
by way of this drug.
Right, this drug called Euphoron, which drives them nuts. Is that not it?
Euphoron.
Oh, Euphoron. I'll fuck it up many times.
Euphoron. It's okay. It's a weird word to say.
They're basically eardrops. It's kind of their fake drug. They couldn't get anybody shooting themselves up. They didn't want to go down that path.
It's like ecstasy. It's like a sex drug.
Exactly, right, because they talk about how then the robots are aroused, they go crazy.
Yeah.
So this scientist that created them is not for what's happening, and his sister works for this company also, and she kind of escapes. The robots chase her to this mercenary, Matt Riker, who is like the most badass motherfucker since Snake Plissken himself.
It's great.
And he is just the guy who's going to defeat all these cyborgs.
Excuse you, jellyheads.
Right.
Excuse you, mutants.
Something. They're not androids. They're definitely not androids. But anyway, he's going to defeat them all, and he has his little team of people that help him. There's like a tech guy and the hot chick, and they go after him. And there's also, like I said, a conspiracy of like what this guy actually wants to use them for. And there's also this like B plot where this like jaded lover or ex business owner, Domina, who looks like Lady Terminator. Domina is kind of like fucking everything up. She has like her own plan.
She's like a looted up Cher who's like taking this fucking drug and like fucking robots.
Yeah, she's trying to get like a backdoor deal with Z to get his Euphoron so she could power her super soldier.
Her fucking Rocky from Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the Mummy or some shit.
Yeah, I had to make sure that I said Rocky Horror Picture Show because people are gonna be like, "Hey, yo, what?"
Right? Yeah, I already was thinking that.
Yeah,
but
Rocky the monster.
Right. So
the sexy, handsome man. Go ahead.
Exactly. But then, in kind of long story short, they're kind of just trying to defeat these monsters or cyborgs. Keep fucking it up. They're mutants, and following the paper trail back to this facility where it's all kind of being created, and then there's a huge clash at the end. But there's some karate, there's some laser guns.
There's a lot of karate.
There's a huge dong in a pair of underwear.
Yeah, there's a lot of goo.
There's some crossbows, machetes.
It's great.
Yeah. We're going to talk about it.
So we open up on this lab that Sean was just talking about, and Z comes in and he's vamping. I'm trying to figure out like what his outfit looks like, and it's like not.
It's near future.
Putting together in my head, maybe something out of Star Trek. For some reason, I see Dean Stockwell in my head. Yeah, no, Romulan.
Yeah,
it almost looks Romulan with these things,
like Next Generation,
like TNG Romulan.
Yeah. I swear to God, at one point, I don't know if he has the same costume the whole movie, but there's a scene where he's on the phone, where I think he's got like a straight up umpires like thing on. I don't know what those are called.
I'm sure it was like some kind of modded thing.
Yeah, like the chest protector.
I love. One of the things I love most about this movie is that lo-fi, shitty, futuristic stuff that we talk about, that like post-apocalyptic future stuff where it's like you're in the future, but it's still like real dirty and gritty. And like it's still like, I don't know, cobbled together almost.
Like
it feels like Star Wars or Blade Runner.
Blade Runner or Total Recall with very little budget. Yeah. They're trying to get that vibe.
Yeah, or hardware. Stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. And these, I'm joking that they look like Terminators, but and I had the sunglasses on in the beginning, but they're literally just sunglasses
and jumpsuits,
like Michael Myers style, and they have these horrible like not buzz cuts, but like their sideburns are cut off, almost like a stereotypical like Italian like haircut that you see sometimes back in the day. Tim and Eric did a whole bit on this. Speaking of, I wonder if Ed French actually was like thinking back of Mutant Hunt on this one sketch where Tim has the exact same fucking haircut.
It looks like it's like a punker haircut, right?
Yeah,
where
it's French did say
where it's like shaved all the way down, but like there's still some hair like on the top.
But that's what my brain goes to instantly in the Tim and Eric thing, and it's just funny that he worked on Tim and Eric. So again, I wonder if he was like on the sidelines while Tim buzzed his fucking hair, like, hey, I've done that. I did it on Mutant Hunt, actually.
Got all these slick back wigs. I don't know what to do with them. So yeah, right out of the gate, we're ripping limbs off. We're ripping fucking heads off and arms and shit because there's these these mutants, these cyborgs that are jellyheads that are they're called the Delta 7s.
Right.
And there's a group of them that Z has infected with Euphoron that is also tainted. So it's the drug, and then he adds something to the drug that makes these these cyborgs sexual deviants,
right?
Who are also killers. Sexually charged, violent criminals.
Right, but they don't try to fuck you. They just start ripping you apart when they're aroused.
Well, they kind of just fight you or like pick you up and like throw you.
I love this Z character. He kind of looks like poor man's Richard Brake here. He's
I think because you're thinking of fucking Death Machine.
A little bit. Well, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Death Machine kind of does a similar thing, the near future kind of background to everything.
He also kind of reminds me of Rufus from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Oh, that's actually probably a better side-by-side. Yeah. But he's like, all right, the serum's activated. They're going to strike, and they destroy these other androids.
Like, kill the
cyborgs.
He's like, destroy the evidence.
Take a shot every time we say androids instead of cyborgs or mutants instead of, I don't know.
You'll be drunk,
The drinking game, I don't know, we're always going back to these drinking games. It must be our age showing, but...
I think it's a goof, where it's like, we just keep fucking it up.
Yeah, I think that's the actual answer, Joe. I'm trying to make it make sense.
So yeah, he's like, I'll destroy the evidence. So they're like ripping these fucking arms off of these androids and shit.
And when they die, they're like,
They're like, it's great. It's fucking so good. And the effects are so awesome and it's so satisfying.
I love the one's head's ripped off when it's doing like
he's
one
all
of these.
Fucked up and like the one's arms ripped off because it's like green goo and blood and
oil,
technology shit.
Yeah.
Like wires and shit and sparks and stuff. So it's like really satisfying.
So that's why I'm like kind of confused. I know just to kind of put a pin on that thought. They keep calling them cyborgs. We didn't get one line of dialogue this whole movie that's like they're modified humans. They keep implying the entire time that they're man-made from scratch. So I don't understand why they have blood. Maybe just to sell that they might be human.
I mean, they could be taking like bums or something off the street. I mean, maybe it ties
from street trash.
Maybe it is street trash. Yeah,
the ones that didn't
there's
get
a street trash thing that I want to talk about in a little bit.
Okay. Regardless, it's not very clear.
Yeah.
Cyborg should be half and half. I don't know. I'm not gonna die on that hill, but I can't help but at least acknowledge it. This isn't Frankie. This isn't Arnold Schwarzenegger. This is just some weird thing. Again, Terminator ripoff.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Terminator ripoff,
sure.
You might be looking at these cyborgs and thinking like, why are they all wearing sunglasses like Arnold?
Well,
and you're like, well, because it's to cash in or on the Terminator,
which Ed
movies.
French did also work on.
Yes,
which is funny.
But there's actually a reason for that they mention super offhandedly, and I just want to bring it up now.
Yeah.
Their eyes are sensitive to light. These robots,
yes.
So they wear fucking shades. The future's so fucking bright, they gotta wear shades.
I wore those like they're not Ray-Bans, but like those sunglasses I had on. These are more like the ones that people put on when they're inside like a tanning bed. Like a lot of the ones they have.
They look like regular sunglasses.
All right, maybe I'm misremembering that, but regardless, the doctor's pissed that this is happening. Somehow, under his tutelage of building these machines, he never realized that Z was inserting this shit. This is like a lawnmower man situation.
Why are you putting drugs? Why are you putting sexual drugs into my robots?
Right, and he's like, oh, well, I pay you not to ask any questions. Forget about this if you want to keep your job.
Meanwhile, like his sister, hold on, we'll get to his sister in a second. I want to just introduce Domina real quick.
Oh, yeah.
So Domina's there, and you're not sure what the fuck she's even doing, and she has this robot Hydro.
Right, she works in a different facility they kind of cut to, right?
Now, she is kind of the progenitor of this technology.
She claims to be.
She claims to be. So she made the first of these cyborgs. And
the Delta 6s.
The Delta 6s. So Hydro is a Delta 6, and he's kind of like her manservant. Yeah. I am your manservant, Domina.
He is doing one of those classic android kind of voices.
Great.
Yeah.
She's pissed off at Z because he stole her plans and then I guess gave them to Paul, and then Paul made the Delta 6s, and now she wants revenge on Z.
And then and
that's kind of her arc.
It's a little messy. But she says, like, yeah, Hydro, you're the last Delta 6. They destroyed all the other ones. They're just scrap. So I'm like, okay, are the ones that are getting destroyed now the Delta 6s? Or is this, like, before the movie?
Well, they're Delta 7.
Right, because they're Delta 7.
Yeah.
I'm a little confused.
Yeah. Well, those are Delta... The ones that are in the Michael Myers jumpsuits, blue jumpsuits, are Delta 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, just side note, they have this thing on the back of their neck.
Oh my God.
It looks like a fucking spider ring or something. They pull out to like open doors. It's like their Mo discs. It's weird. They do it a few times.
Oh my God, dude, it's so good.
Power source of some kind. I don't know.
Yeah, it's their fucking like little Doc Ock chip that's like in the back of their neck that like controls them.
Right, yeah. He needs Peter Parker to fix it in the Legacy sequel.
It fucking just pops.
Yeah, exactly.
It turns out Otto Octavius was full of sex drugs.
Wow, no wonder he was so fucking upset when his wife got killed.
Yeah, he jerks off. You think Doc Ock jerks off with all of those arms at the
Oh
same time?
my god, he's thinking about his wife the whole time. Jesus. Close up from Sam Raimi on.
Yeah. Shoom, shoom.
Oh my god.
And then the fucking shoot at the end. Yeah.
Woo.
That's a hot spray. Anyway, so yeah, tonal carnage, uncontrolled fury. What more can anyone ask for, right? I mean, this is why I'm making these robots for my nefarious purposes.
Except for the doctor, he hates it. He's like, what the fuck?
He's like, damn it, this is my life's work. You've ruined it.
He's also got some, speaking of lawnmower, man, he's got some Dr. Angelo energy. He's got the fucking shirt unbuttoned, the chest hair showing, sleeves rolled up. He fucking runs over to his sister, who's like at a computer in a different part of the facility.
Darla, her name is. Yeah.
He's like, they ruined my whole fucking research. They inserted some kind of alien artifact into them.
A molecule.
Yeah, a molecule.
They don't even tell you what it is, but that's what kind of enhances the Euphoron to like make them fucking crazy.
Make them go Hulk or like a Bane Venom overdose
because
or something.
soon we learn that like they have sex robots.
Well, it is the near future, of course.
Yeah.
We kind of have them in today's world. They don't work like this, Joe. They don't literally function like a fucking replicant from Blade Runner.
Well, it's a lot like, what is it? What is that fucking movie that just came out?
Companion.
Yeah, Companion.
Yeah.
And it's essentially that's what that is, right?
Yeah, that's a good point. That's actually a pretty good comparison. Yeah.
So yeah, Darla makes a run for it, and she's like running down the street. Like one street over, Lister and the gang are fucking chasing Dr. Whatever with the Guyver unit down the fucking thing.
Yeah. Again, Snake Plissken, the plane's coming in.
The plane's landing on top of the fucking thing.
He's looking for the president. He's got that bomb in the back of his neck.
And all the while, a bum is melting in a toilet after drinking some fucking Viper.
Right, exactly. Jason's walking around somewhere. He's trying to knock that guy's fucking head off.
It's the MDU Metropolis.
Yeah. Oh my God, where's Superman? We need Superman's ass in here.
Of course, Luigi Mario are somewhere driving around in a cop car or something.
They point up, they see Superman throw Zod through a building, like, fuck! Oh, the Man of Steel, god damn you! And then, she's running away with these things. They're like Leon S. Kennedy, man. They have to stop the shoot. They can't run and shoot. They're like,
They have like these handguns that shoot these lasers too, and it's fine. It does the job.
The explosions look good, but their aim is like stormtroopers. Actually, would have been a better example.
Yeah, totally. So we get introduced to Rick Gianzi, who is none other than Kabuki Man himself,
right?
NYPD.
His only other major role in anything.
Which is hilarious that he's fucking... So his character name is Matt Riker.
Right.
And he's like a bounty hunter mercenary guy who just takes whatever job. He's like Snake Plissken light, pretty much.
That's why I was kind of joking about that. He doesn't have an eye patch, but he's basically doing the same kind of shit.
Yeah.
In his underwear, though.
Yeah. Oh, dude, he is fucking hanging dong in this.
Either they stuck a fucking sock in his pants, or this man is blessed by something.
I don't know, gotta ask Uncle Lloydie if that's real.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, he would know, right? Yeah. He was on set for Kabuki Man, right? Yeah, Michael Hurt's got the lowdown on that. But yeah, he gets woken up by Darla basically breaking into his apartment, and these fucking cyborgs are chasing her in.
These fucking cyborgs come in, and this guy is karateing these cyborgs in his underwear.
With the theme song on loop in the background.
My God. Wow, we didn't mention the music. The music is just so fucking good. I mean, it is pure, like, shitty 80s synth, and it is just glorious throughout this whole movie.
I kind of love it. I just wish a little less repeating, but I guess they kind of ran out of money. They're like, just fucking repeat it.
Totally fine with it. Works for me.
Like a video game, right?
He fucking grabs one guy and like handcuffs him to a pipe, like Saw.
Well, since we know they're cyborgs, you know where that's going. The thing like sees a machete on the wall. It's like,
no, you don't know where it's going because in your head you're thinking, oh, he's gonna rip this fucking pipe out or whatever.
Good point, yeah.
No, he doesn't. He fucking Stretch Armstrongs or Mr. Fantastics over to this fucking machete that's hanging on the wall.
Just speaking of those Fantastic Four movies, somehow it looks better than the one from 2005 with the shitty CGI.
He takes this machete and he like hacks his hand off.
Wow,
it's great.
A little bit of an error here with the chopping. He's got a clean cut on this fucking hand, but there's all the wires poking out.
Give it a break. It's fucking cool.
Busted balls a little bit here, or nuts.
And bolts?
And bolt, yeah, exactly.
There you go. This whole sequence is just so good. He's just kicking these fucking guys' asses. At one point, he takes like size off the wall, and he's doing this all in his underwear.
He's also got a chick in the bed just watching, like, what the fuck's going on?
Who are you? He grabs like a fucking crossbow and shoots one in the back.
He grabs a shotgun, pumps it, empty, just starts hitting it with it. Like, all right, melee weapon, that'll do it.
It's fucking awesome.
The one through the chest looks pretty good. It kind of explodes.
Oh man, it's great.
And then this other one, I guess they don't ever flat out say this, but it's heavily implied once again that the longer these things are out in the open, they start to kind of melt, like it's like they're overheating or something.
Well, no, there's like a virus in the Euphoron that makes them crazy. So that's like that manifesting on the I don't know,
on the face.
Organic skin,
right? Just for the audience and the characters to know.
Cybernetic organism,
right? Well, exactly. But this like pizza face looking one, I'll just call the pizza face ones walk in, and you're like, oh shit, here comes another one. He's fucking throwing. He's got his pants on at this point, though. He put his pants on, and he's throwing this one all around the room, and this one comes at him, and he just kind of flings it into the wall, and he grabs like the laser pistol that one of the other ones dropped, I suppose.
Yeah.
Fires it, one shot kill.
Yeah. So you can just kill these things with a fucking gun. There's one point where he like smashes his lamp and like electrocutes one in the face.
Right. Forgot about that.
Great.
Power doesn't go off in the apartment, but you know, does the job.
So then we get like this breakdown of what's going on. So Darla's like, Darla's like, you're Matt Riker. She's like, I came to find you because like my brother told me that you're like the best mercenary ever. And he's like, I guess so. What do you want me to do?
He said you served with him in Istanbul. He's like, oh yeah, he saved my ass. I guess I owe him one.
I owe him one. I'm gonna kill his fucking robot.
Yeah. Look, cyborgs, Joe. They're cyborgs. Jellyheads.
So
clankers.
She's like, oh, okay, well, let me break it down for you. So my brother created these cyborgs to help, I don't know what, do like jobs. They're like cyborg job robots, service androids.
That's definitely riffing on
Wayland Yutani.
Well, that alien, sure, but Blade Runner, that was literally what the point of the replicants
were,
and then they rebelled.
And then they became like self-aware.
Yeah.
She's like, and then his boss shot Euphoron, which is a sex drug. And he's like, oh, the sex drug? Yeah, I know all about it.
I thought that was banned ever since the 2-year sex craze incident in the... It's like, what?
What are you talking about?
I'm like, okay, they're dropping some lore bombs. Sweet. They're trying to do some world building at least.
Yeah, so this Euphoron has been infected with this thing, and she's basically like, yeah, so you have to kill these sex-crazed, psychotic killer cyborgs.
He goes...
And the bitch on the bed is like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Right, yeah. And he goes, well, how do I find these things?
Without skipping a beat, another one walks in and then scoops his girl off the fucking bed and throws her out the fucking window.
Yeah, this is the pizza face when he shoots with the laser, right?
It's great, dude, because she flies out the window and you're like, holy shit. She smacks the ground, but she's got green goo coming out of her too. And you're like, she's a robot.
Yeah, and so then after, when he dispatches that thing, they're both looking out the window, and he's like, yeah... whatever.
Sex robot. What is it?
Darla's like, you're not that upset? He's like, I could buy a new one. It's not that big of a deal.
He's like, it's a pleasure droid. Last year's model. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, and then he's like, I gotta call my team. If you really want me to help with this, I gotta get some backup.
So where do we go? To the Club Inferno strip joint.
Or something. I don't know if she's go-go dancing. She never goes down to her broad panties.
I don't think she has a chance to.
Well, that's true.
Yeah. So... they're at this fucking club, and one of their team is stripping on stage. Elaine
Elliott.
E-E.
Double E.
There's something about those like 80s like holy spandex with like holes in them.
Yeah.
That just does
sexy.
It just does it for me.
You see just enough that it gets you excited.
I don't know.
I'm surprised those robots didn't see it and just started exploding.
They get so fucking hard and they go crazy and kill people.
Instead, we get a bunch of like rowdy people watching the dance show, and then this trio of punkers led by this female with a huge mohawk.
Dude, I am telling you, this chick or person.
Yeah.
Because I guess it's a chick.
They don't ever say it, but I think it's a woman.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter.
I'm telling you, it's the same fucking person. We're gonna play it for you in a second. I'm telling you, it's the same punker that goes to light Wizzy on fire in Street Trash when they dump gas on him. He's like, can you spell scum? And she's like lighting the lighter. It's got the same exact fucking haircut.
That's possible. Maybe he knows Emporio and Vodkov. He knows that hormone for switching genders on him.
If not, this is like his sister. It's his sister.
That they're related, if not. Yeah, if they're not changing sexes between movies.
Yeah.
But regardless, she's like, yeah, go get laid. And they like sends her 2 goons on the stage. And it's like, all right. What the fuck's gonna happen here?
More bad karate.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God, this woman beats the shit out of these men. I don't think she ever makes contact, but they're falling on the ground.
Oh, it's great.
She throws them off the stage, and everyone in the crowd's like, "Yeah, get them the fuck out of here!"
Fuck them.
There is like one guy in the crowd, like, "Yeah, get her!" Like he's excited for the raping. I'm like, "All right, buddy, calm down." And then she's like, "All right, my next show's at midnight. If you guys are gonna make it,
If you're gonna hang around, stay awake long enough, or whatever."
Stumbles over to the bar. All our other cast of characters are hanging out there.
So Matt's there. He's like,
With Darla.
Darla, let me introduce you to Elaine. He's like, she's a stripper and a special ops agent.
Also, just for anyone with eyes, you see Domina, I guess in her civilian clothes, just sitting there sucking on a kind of cocktail, just
not even
looking.
She's fucking looted out, dropping Euphoron in her fucking ear, sipping, just eavesdropping, like right next to them.
This was the point of the movie because the first time they actually showed it being used, the eardrops. I'm like, oh, drops? Where's fucking Penguin?
What do you? I don't know nothing about no Goyle.
El Rato or whatever the fuck. I don't know about this shit.
Vic, get the car, Vic.
I definitely didn't purposely kill my fucking brothers. What are you talking about?
Hey, get the fuck out of here.
Batman? I'm gonna worry about Domino and Z. Penguin would fit right in, man.
Oh yeah, dude. He's dealing fucking Euphoron.
Oh, he's on the streets for sure. He's definitely got his goons out there wearing those fucking clown masks, that teardrop fucking mask.
Yeah.
But anyway, Domina's over hearing their conversation, and Matt essentially recruits the go-go dancer / stripper, whatever the fuck, Elaine, to work for him. He's like, "You in?" She's like, "Is this a government job or private?" He's like, "Private." She's like, "All right, as long as it pays good, I'm in."
Sure. Oh, I haven't seen you, man, in such a long time. I guess I'll be on your team.
Yeah, I have other motivations for doing this that we're gonna get to in about 2 scenes.
You know, you could have came to see me at the strip club anytime, and you didn't.
We haven't seen each other in 6 fucking months. What the hell?
Yeah.
But we'll get back to that because Domina, she walks off into like a side alley and she pulls out her cell phone. This is like Star Trek logic. They thought in the future we'd be talking in a fucking walkie-talkie.
Yeah.
still.
Oh yeah, like Captain's log. Blah blah blah. Yeah.
She's like, "Hey Z, guess who it is, bitch?" He's like, "Huh, Domina. What do you want? I can't believe you still have this number."
She's so fucked up.
Yeah.
She's like, "Listen, Matt Riker's on the case, and you better watch your back, baby."
He's like, "You're a goddamn Euphoron head."
He's like, "You fucked up?" She's like, "No."
She's like falling over.
Yeah.
She's like, "I need 50,000 kilos."
And he's like, "What are you talking about? 50,000 kilos?" He's like, "You'll fucking die." And she's like, "It's not for me."
I got plans.
Yeah.
Speaking of, because I had a whole gag written down earlier. He says, "Oh yeah, we got 5 different versions of these robots and 1,000 of each."
Yeah.
The sad thing is, Joe, Stan and Ollie fucked the order up.
Oh, that's right.
They accidentally made 1,000 different versions and only 5 of each. So, they worked major overtime to make sure each 1,000 were different. Some have like white teeth, some have like black teeth. They were running out of ideas after a while. Some have laser guns, some have just regular ammunition.
The other thing is you have to understand
Army clints are in there somewhere.
that like they're only quote unquote activated when they get injected with the Euphoron with the fucking disease in it.
The
virus.
Right, for the super soldier plan or what have you.
Or whatever, yeah. So it's like a 2-part thing that you have to like put together for it to go off.
Right, it's like you're mixing epoxy and something else in a barrel, right? It's kind of an interesting concept. But she's like, just to kind of get back to Domina's phone call, she kind of closes it out by making a deal for that 50 kilos.
Yeah.
She's like, "Send one of those killer robots to my location if you want to take care of one of Matt Riker's team." And he's like, "Deal."
Okay.
Yeah, he agrees to it.
Bad idea.
Yeah. So then when Elaine leaves, the fucking robot starts walking up to her and she's like, "Oh, this is kind of sketchy." She runs off to a cell phone or what have you.
I love when she picks up the phone and she's just like dialing really quick, and apparently I guess that's Felix's number.
I mean, yeah, movie magic, Joe, for sure. And this guy Felix, again, they all wear jumpsuits, by the way.
Look, if I can believe a T-Rex dialing a fucking payphone, I can believe that.
Damn it. Well, that's way more believable than me. Yeah, that whole movie's more believable, honestly. But yeah, she dials her friend Felix, who is another mercenary, and this guy's like walking down the street eating his Chinese takeout.
Oh my god!
He's like, "You fucking interrupted my lunch."
Yeah,
at 1 a.m.
Yeah, 1 a.m.
And he has like a tracking device on his wrist, and he tracks her location. He's like, "All right, I can get you in 85 seconds."
He's also got this thing in his ear, this like phone.
Oh yeah, like he had to have that installed.
He had it like implanted in his ear,
Near future,
like an earbud, like shoved in there.
Near future, future, but not quite what we ended up with. Total Recall for sure. He starts running, and they don't ever really say this, but it's implied he has super speed because they throw in like $6 million man sound effects.
I thought he was like enhanced.
Me too.
Because like Matt Riker's also got to be enhanced, right?
Again, they imply a lot of shit in this movie. A lot of it's kind of like, read between the lines. We're not going to just say it.
Yeah.
Because they're like, yeah, Matt Riker, he's not just a normal man. He's better than that.
Question mark. So yeah, this fucking mutant comes up, and Felix comes up and like lets this mutant attack this chick. Well, because she's like special ops, so he's like, all right, let her have him or whatever.
She kicks it once, does nothing.
And then it like picks her up, and he's like, hey, don't do that. And it like puts her down.
Like it's Frankenstein or something.
It's fucking weird.
They all kind of walk like the
Cut her
monster.
some slack. That's what he says.
Cut her some slack, and then he runs over. And this guy. If he's not a martial artist, he is a damn good fake martial artist. He's throwing those roundhouse kicks out constantly.
I think they all are martial
stunts
artists
of some kind. Yeah.
But I just want to note this too, because like there's a couple parts in this movie where these robots like punch the concrete, and there's some really fun concrete effects because it's like this big giant pillar, and he like
the bottom of a bridge or something.
Yeah, it's like the bottom of like a bridge, and he fucking punches like a big chunk of it off. It was cool.
It's like a show of strength.
Yeah.
But I will say, for these things being so fucking dangerous, they very easily get away from it constantly because Felix and Elaine are like watching. She's like, I can't fight that thing. Look how strong it is. Punches the concrete. He's like, all right, let's get the fuck out of here. And then they go back to Matt's apartment. And then I guess Felix, he's trying to train a little after he saw what it could do. He's like punching Matt's fucking like punching bag in the corner.
I love how he goes back to like just to hit this fucking bag just because.
I wonder if the actor was just doing that on set, so they're like, fuck it, just put it in the movie.
And this motherfucker's like Moneypenny, dude. Not Moneypenny. Who's the one that has all the
Q.
The Q
from James Bond.
Q has all he has all Felix has all the fucking cool gadgets. He has like this bomb with like spikes on it that he gives this chick.
Dude, that looks like one of those little bug toys. I don't remember what they're called, but like Toys R Us used to sell them all the time, and like Radio Shack, a little electric like wind up toy.
Yeah. It looks like it's a wind up toy with spikes on it. Basically.
And he's like, this thing can get into small spaces that you can't, and then watch this. It like jumps like a beetle or something, or cricket.
Because whatever, it has spikes on it, so like it jumps and it'll like stick itself to stuff like a fucking giant burr.
Right, exactly. He also has more tracking devices, and they're able to like set one to like find the cyborgs, but only when their serum is activated. So it's kind of this wishy-washy shit where it's like, well, we can track them, but only if they're in the middle of killing somebody.
Because they still have this fucking rotting cyborg that they killed before in the corner of the fucking room. So they like use his goo to like set all this tracking shit.
I kind of love that though, because awesome. After it's the one he shoots with the laser, it's now because it's like a couple hours later, its face is all melted and shit.
Oh, it's like a pile of shit in the corner. Yeah.
That really kind of makes it look like Terminator, like later in the movie, the first one specifically.
But yeah, they set it to like also check Euphoron or something.
Yeah, the other tracker, which gives Elaine. I don't understand how that works.
It doesn't track the robot. It doesn't track the cyborgs. It tracks when they become aroused and are about to kill.
Right,
or whatever.
But they do show it on this like kind of LCD effect they create a few times. Where
it's just like an X.
An X, where it must be signaling on them, because even Felix is like, well, there's this many murders in the area, but we can triangulate it to them specifically. Because even at one point when they show it killing somebody, there's like a few other marks on the screen, but the X is way bigger where it's attacking.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't fully understand it, but that's the idea.
Yeah.
Again, the Euphoron, I don't know how the fuck you're tracking that at all. Maybe if it was weed, and maybe you could count like, oh, someone sparked up. We sensed it.
Unless you have like Batman detective mode on, like the trail of Euphoron. Well, they can smell it.
Yeah, Matt's like, I smell it. Oh, Euphoron, I can smell it in the air.
Yeah, but only because it's oozing out of the dead cyborg that's on the ground.
Like blood, he ain't smelling iron or something.
Anyway,
sure.
There's a quick scene here where Elaine and Matt like rekindle their relationship because they're like, hey, we did that. Remember when we did that job
6 months ago?
And then we popped champagne and fucked like rabbits all night. Where'd you go? And he's like, I don't know. I got a sex robot and you're a stripper, I guess. Let's fuck.
And I kind of already joked about it, but they're all wearing jumpsuits. Matt's got like a black one.
Oh my God.
Felix has a green one, and she later has like a light blue one.
This got a fucking belly laugh at him when we were watching, because we were watching together. And he like takes his fucking like jumpsuit off and just drops trow, and he's just got his tighty whities on.
Under it.
And we were thinking like, what if that like like Michael Myers is running around with just like tighty whities on underneath his fucking jumpsuit,
or nothing. At least
nothing.
in the first one,
you think he's naked under there?
He had that hospital gown on. What else did he have under that?
Maybe he's all like burnt shit in the fourth one.
Well, he never showers. The only time he ever got bathed was when that guy found him and cleaned him up after he fell in the well.
Depending on which cut you watch, they could be the old man or the guy from People Under the from Under the Stairs.
Between 4 and 5, that's the only time he ever was bathed. Is the point?
Right, I guess.
Disgusting in just underwear or naked. Christ. Him and the unnameable have it in the running for smelliest in the world.
Jason Voorhees takes the fucking taco on that one.
You could go down the list, honestly.
That's like wet.
Yeah. But a funny detail here is Elaine's like, are we supposed to be going on a Mutant Hunt TM? And he's like, they can't see during the day, like we mentioned.
That's why they wear the glasses.
Yeah, so we got till tomorrow. It's like, all right, yeah, sure. Next scene, it's 2 a.m. in the morning. I'm like, so we skipped the whole day? No, it's the same fucking night, apparently.
I think when they're fucking, then we like cut to the streets, and then you see this mutant like attack this couple.
Yeah. And he's on the scene. He's done getting his dick wet, I guess.
This couple's walking. There's another couple in a fucking like on a stoop making out, and then there's
that's why the woman's yelling, Amber Dawn, get in it. And she's like, Mom, I'm trying to make out here.
It's 1 a.m. This other couple's walking down the street, and then one of the mutants like comes around the corner and just like picks this fucking guy up and like throws him,
body slams him, and then rips the woman's head off with a shadow effect.
Rips her fucking head off, and there's like a huge blood spray on the couple that are like making out in the corner.
It looks damn good for
awesome.
Shadow kill.
It's just fun.
I wish it was Ed French got to do it, but time is a thing, so that's the best they could do, and it looks amazing.
I mean, the other shit in this movie's pretty insane.
That's what I'm saying. But then Matt comes around the corner like he got something on his fucking tractor. He runs up after the carnage has already happened.
Mind you, these things are supposed to be 10 times stronger than a man.
Right, they say that many times.
So he's got to be like a fucking Lee Majors or something, right?
That's why I kept bringing up Pliskin specifically. Yeah. Not that he's a super soldier, but he does super soldier-esque things.
Well, he is a soldier, period, and just fights dudes.
True.
Like, these are fucking cyborgs.
These are cyborgs. These are Terminators, essentially.
Yeah.
But he's just fisticuffs, throwing it around, wrestling with it, throws it against the wall.
They're beating the shit out of each other.
I was joking to Joe. He grabs him in a bear hug. I'm like, well, he'd be dead. Friday the 13th, done. But then the movie's over, so.
And then he somehow kills this fucking thing. He like slams it on the ground, and then he
pulls the thing out the neck.
He pulls the little spider ring out, like the Cracker Jack fries off his neck, and then he I swear to God, dude, he takes this fucker apart quicker than the pit crew in the Indy 500. Like, it cuts to the chicks and like making out, and then like back to him, and like there's just things in pieces. This thing is in pieces all over the place.
Honestly, I don't even think there's a cut to that couple. I think it cuts and he's already on the ground ripping it apart.
Yeah, and
it's very quick.
You don't even know what he's doing. He's just like rustling inside the fucking abdomen.
Barry Zetlin edited this, and he went on to help edit a few big pictures like Friday 7 and Ghoulies 2 specifically.
Yeah, well, Empire, there you go.
He wasn't like the main editor, but he helped with the editing team. So like, God bless this guy. I feel like he was kind of putting as much footage as they had filmed together to try to make this all make sense. Some of it still doesn't.
Yeah.
But, I just think this is a case of he only had what he had to work with.
Sure.
And so it's this awkward cut. But yeah, he's taking this fucking thing apart. He's looking for something in there, some kind of piece of machinery that he walks off with.
I don't know what he's looking for. We never really follow up on it. No.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff like this. I feel like there's just pages of the script they had to excise for time and budget, and unfortunately, we don't get the full picture.
Yeah, there's a lot of cutting back and forth here. So I just want to wrap up a couple things real quick. So Domina's planning her fucking Rocky horror project, right? So she's waxing on about that. And you see this dude in he's like all wrapped up like a fucking mummy.
I thought it was the mummy shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
It's Rocky.
Yeah.
And then we also have Elaine who's going out looking for the Euphoron.
Right. Well, also Elaine, she's out there like on a dock, like at sunrise, looks around for this fucking thing, and it progressively gets darker and darker, and now it's like pitch black out again.
She's under the bridge over there. She better watch out, dude. Those fucking neon maniacs are gonna get her.
The fucking chuds are out there too, Joe, looking for something to gnaw on. She's in danger, and there's like this ADR line of her going, Euphoron, where are you? I'm like, I don't think that's gonna answer you, lady.
Still doesn't really make any sense.
Nah. Then we cut to fucking Robin Shue. Or at least in the MDU, it's fucking Robin
This
Shu.
is the alternate timeline Robin Shu,
Yeah,
where he works at a Chinese restaurant in New York City.
This is the Mortal Kombat 1 version.
Yeah.
When they reset the timeline for the 10th time.
Okay, there you go. So it's all Ed Boon's fault.
Yeah, wow. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I guess, depending on your perspective. But yeah, this Asian guy, he like Joe just said, he's closing up the Chinese restaurant, and one of these things goes after him. And Felix kind of gets it on the tracker, so he's hunting it down, but he never gets there in time.
He never really gets there. For all his super speed and his tracker, he never gets there in time.
Tech is useless. This guy, again, he's basically Luke Cage, just beats the shit out of this thing and runs. Does a dolphin dive, like 2-punch dive at it?
It's weird because there's no music and there's no dialogue.
Wow.
He's not like, hey, get away from me or anything. He's just like somebody was like, oh, this guy knows karate. Let's get him in for a scene.
Right.
And then
my buddy.
they do karate. And then he
It
runs
holds
away.
him up. He's hitting it with like his arm and
It's
shit.
pretty
It's actually
fucking funny.
kinda cool.
No, it is cool, but it's funny because he picks him up and like he goes to slam him, but like gently puts him down because they're just like fighting on the street.
On concrete.
Yeah, so it's kind of funny.
And then Felix loses the trace, and there's also a shot here where they have New York in the background. And what was this type of lens? A starlight, you said, or something?
Oh, it's a star filter.
Star filter.
So when it hits the lights, it creates like a star effect. They usually used it for like music videos and shit like that. But it's a cool thing. Like, I mean, I guess you're about to bring this up, but I mentioned that like it's a cool thing to like kind of do like a pseudo futuristic look to the city.
Exactly.
With that.
And
like a cheapo effect.
And it like really brightens up all the lights in the background.
It's fun. I like it.
They only do it once or twice, but it's very noticeable in this scene. And then, Felix loses track of it, so now they're continuing the Mutant Hunt TM.
Oh my god. Somehow Matt Riker just happens upon Hydro and gets kidnapped. And he's like, you're coming with me, Domina wants to talk to you.
Oh, yeah, he walks right up to this motherfucker, cut to him in chains, like, all right, what's happening? I'm putting a bomb in the back of your neck.
And I'm like, excuse me, Mr. Plitskin, we're putting a bomb in your neck.
Yeah, or Mission Impossible 3 did this much later. Fucking Tom Cruise. Tell us the answer, Ethan Hunt. What? Oh, there's a bomb in my neck. No pressure at all. This guy's like, huh. Oh, I'm not thrilled about that, but okay. Get this out of me. Well, if you tell me what I want to know, drip, 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 drip into the ear. Oh, tell me what you want.
Yeah, she's all fucked up. Yeah, Tom Atkins has the remote. He's like, don't you better tell her.
Yeah, fucking Riker's like watching her get higher and higher, and he's like has the fucking the bobby pin undoing the chain.
It's so fucking
They
good.
don't show it, but what else?
It's so fucking funny though because she's like, tell me where Dollar is.
Right.
And he's like, take the bomb out of my neck. And she's like, okay, I will. And so she just takes it out, which is like super easy apparently.
He's like, oh, did you really take it out?
And she's like, yes, I did. And he's like, are you sure you did? And she's like, I promise.
Elbows are right in the fucking face.
Just hard elbows right across the fucking face, dude.
Yeah, and either he had a bobby pin or super strength, but that chain is instantly broken.
Why would he leave her alive?
Because she needs to come back later because they filmed some
right,
scenes
right.
beforehand with her and they can't afford to get rid of any footage.
Oh, and we needed to stick that in there, guy.
They still have that mummy they gotta show us, Joe.
Yeah.
But yeah, he runs off. Whatever.
He runs
leaves.
off. We go to fucking IntelliTrax and we kind of get some more vamping about like how they're like superhuman work units, these Delta 7s and Delta 6s. And this bitch is just taking more and more fucking drugs. She's like David Gale in Sinjanor. Domina.
Speaking of these fucking cyborgs, because there's like you kind of said, Joe, there's a lot of cutting back and forth.
Yeah.
It finds the punkers from earlier that were harassing Elaine.
And the punkers are like, let's go get him, man. I'm sure he has Euphoron on him.
That's true, yeah. And they started like throwing it around and then they start getting their asses
They get
kicked.
their fucking asses handed to
Well,
them.
Felix is like up on this like ladder or
He's on a
something.
crane.
Yeah, waiting. And he's like shaking
And
his head.
He's like, oh, you guys.
Goes down there and starts kicking the shit out of this thing. And then he grabs like a stick and he's spinning it around and shit.
Oh, man. Let's just finish the fight in the fucking junkyard.
Sure.
And then, yeah.
Because, it's intercut for, I don't know, tension or something with another scene. But yeah, he's fighting this thing and he finds like, not even a 2x4, but this huge piece of lumber and just shoves it into the fucking head.
Well, it's like a broom.
Oh, okay,
and he breaks it in half and fucking stabs him right in the mouth with it.
Great shot. Head explodes.
Oh, it's great. It like bleeds and fucking sparks. It's awesome.
But then the punkers are like, all right, our opportunity to get in there. Get that guy. And they start beating the shit out of Felix.
And out of nowhere, Matt just fucking comes jumping in slow-mo off the top of this fucking thing and
like
kicks everybody's ass.
Batman or something. Like he was way up there. He was watching Felix, making sure.
He's Matt fucking Riker, dude.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. And then the lead punkers watch, and she's not doing jack shit. Yeah. She's not even fucking spilling tenafly on anybody or spitting on him. She's just
Can
watching.
you spell scum, man?
Yeah, she's saving that line for another movie. And Riker and Felix beat the shit out of these guys and they run off, and then they're kind of collecting their breath. And Felix is like, I can take the robot that's 10 times stronger than me, but those bunkers, woohoo! Thanks for the backup.
Now, this is really awesome because we cut back to Matt's apartment, and Darla's there taking a shower.
In a bathing suit.
In a bathing suit.
A little bit of an error, but
hey,
whatever.
Man, it's fine. Could have just tilted the camera up a little bit more, or a little bit closer.
Don't blame her for not wanting to show the titties, but
all good. Just punch in a little bit.
Yeah, that's all.
Sell it. You know?
Exactly.
The lump of shit on the floor comes back to life.
Oh my god, this is cool.
And he's like, blah, blah, and it's these gross ass fucking sounds, and it's this puppet, and like he like rips his jaw off, and he's like fingering his mouth and shit to like pull his voice box out so he could talk, like his little tongue. It's such a cool fucking puppet, man. And
then it goes and it scares the shit out of Darla in the bathroom, and she thinks it's gonna kill her. But he's like, "Actually, I'm in a lot of pain. Can you turn my pain receptor off?"
Like,
she's like, "I don't know how to do that. My brother could."
He's like, "I don't know. We don't usually kill. The drug only works for 16 hours, and then we don't want to kill anymore. Please kill me. I'm in pain."
And he also says they have to kill every 6 hours, so he still has some time before he needs to murder her again. He's got like a clear head essentially.
Why don't they say that before that?
There's a lot of things they just shoehorn in.
Not once do any of these robots are like, "Oh no, I'm about to kill again." Shit.
Maybe this was an Ed French suggestion, or the guy when he did the audio for it later. They're like, add this line in here.
Also, like, if they kill every 6 hours, wouldn't they like come back into their robot minds and be like, "Oh shit, I better get back because people are going to die"? Where's Dr. Paul?
Mr. Kincaid didn't think that deeply, Joe. He had 3 weeks to get this
well,
done.
That's also true.
He's like, it makes sense enough.
Figured it out in the script. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but this thing grabs her and carries her off because it's like, "Oh, I'm going to take you back to the facility and then you'll fix me." And she's kicking and screaming. They're walking down this fucking street, and all the bystanders must not be actors. They're just regular people walking. No one reacts at all. There's like these people walking off the sidewalk to get out of the way. They're just like,
what the fuck?
Yeah, no real reactions. No. I'm like, well, low budget. What are you going to do sometimes?
So Felix and Matt like track that particular jellyhead like from his apartment to the complex. So now everybody's going to Intelitrex or Teletrex, whatever the fuck it's called.
Right, because Elaine's also there because she tracked, again, don't know how, but she tracked the drug there. And the only reason they even find out that this thing's still active is because it appears on the tracker. They're like, "Oh, the one from the apartment."
Or whatever, it's gotta be, right? So we get this quick scene with Z, and Dr. Paul is like fucking tied to like a gurney.
He's got like a medical hose like around his hands, tying him up.
He must say "it's simple" like 3 times. He's like, "Oh, hello, Paul." And he's like, lights up a cigarette. He's like, "Oh, it's simple, really, why I'm doing this." And he's like, "Yeah, whatever, man. You're sick, you're fucked up." And he's like, "Let me explain my plan. It's simple."
Classic evil guy, evil bad guy shit.
So
terrorists, dictators, people that want to kill. That's who I'm selling it to. He's like,
So he's selling virus-laced Euphoron that these dictators and foreign people and killers or whatever can inject into their robots.
Right, he doesn't have to even sell them his robot, just the drug that's laced.
But they're not controlled. It's all sporadic. So unless you want to just create anarchy and just have no target, I guess that's fine.
Well, speaking of Death Machine earlier a little bit, there's those soldiers that have like a similar, it's not the same thing, but they overload eventually. It's like that kind of thing.
Sinjanor was a better planned out super soldier. The only problem is,
even in Scared to Death it was.
Yeah, well, the only problem was they were only good for desert combat.
Right, because, exactly, to blend in.
Because then they turn into like the fucking Wicked Witch when you throw water on them.
That's true. These things don't have any visible weaknesses, although there is that spider ring in the back. They only do it once, but he does pull it out and it falls apart instantly.
Yes. So Elaine is at Intelitrex and she sets the little bomb like on the wall.
Yeah.
And I just want to mention that because there's a fucking hilarious, like this part got me so good.
Yeah. I'm still bummed that didn't like crawl into like a tight space because Felix made a huge point to explain that earlier.
Yeah.
Again, budget. It
so
works,
good.
I guess.
They all end up crossing paths at Intelitrex. So it's like Z and he's got the Doc at gunpoint, Darla
with his noisy cricket.
Yeah. Darla, Felix, and Matt are there, and the fucked up robot is there
carries
as well.
her
And
like
it's
Frankenstein.
like, "Oh, yeah, I'm here, fix me."
They think they're saving. Oh, we saved you. Yeah. And he's like, no, I need help. No. I'm fucking in pain.
No, I'm dying. It hurts. Stop the pain.
And then they're like kind of making fun of this thing. He's like, no, wait, I can show you the way in. And then as they're having this conversation, we have this like timer they keep cutting back to. It's definitely not the time on screen,
but it's so funny because this fucking little bomb's on the wall with the spikes on it, and this poor son of a bitch carrying this big box of Euphoron,
some guy making minimum wage.
Some motherfucker with no health benefits is walking down the thing, and he looks over, and this thing just jumps at him and stabs him in the neck. And it's hanging there, and then when it explodes, the entire fucking bottom floor of this place explodes.
The fucking timer hits 0, but there's enough time for Elaine to run past the building before it blows up.
This poor fuck gets it in the neck, only to just explode a second later.
Didn't even increase the body count. They were just like, Ed, do something here. All right, Ed did what he had to do.
Poor fuck.
And then, they're all kind of converging now that this place is exploding. Yeah. And Domino gets the message from Hydro. He's like, the facility exploded. She's like, huh? What? He's like, well, the Euphoron specifically. She's like, so not the full facility, huh?
Yeah, you dipshit.
Yeah, get my helicopter. I want to be on the building in a half an hour.
How much Euphoron's left? And he's like 6 ounces. And he's like, give it to me.
Right.
So she fucking loads it up, and she fucking, I guess, loads up her Rocky with this shit.
She always takes one ear at the time. She gives this thing both ears, drops in both ears, rather.
She gives it the fucking drops, and then she, like, cuts off the fucking bandages, but then at one point, she becomes naked.
She takes her fucking top off, and she starts rubbing her titties on its back.
Her fucking tits are swinging, and she takes all the fucking bandages off him. He's all greasy and gooey and gross.
He looks like Bane from Batman and Robin.
Oh, he's got like 2 veins running up him.
And Hydro's watching like he's getting cucked. He's like, the fucking mouth quivering.
I wish that was me. Yeah. How come you never put your boobies on my back, Domina?
My only thought is they do say a couple times that these things are activated through sexual arousal. Other than that, she's just having a little fun before she sends it off on its mission. I think
she's been taking too much Euphoron, and she's like, I gotta fucking rub my clit against this fucking robot's knee.
Oh my god, she orgasmed so fucking hard right then. That's really why Hydro was pissed. He saw it all over her hands.
That's why they call him Hydro.
She wiped it on him. He didn't even get him a new jacket or anything.
I will clean it up. Don't worry.
Yeah. And then we cut back to the facility. I was going to the facility in Terraplex or whatever. And now Z, he still has like Paul with him, like at gunpoint, but then he's throwing grenades at Elliot.
Yeah, but completely futile.
Yeah, misses every time.
They have a standoff where Paul Z has Paul at gunpoint, and
right when all the characters have kind of gotten
and the fucked up robot's like, please help me, I came back to be fixed. And Z's like, yeah, we'll help you. And they're like, no, he's full of shit. He can't help you. The virus is too far gone. You're too far gone. You're gonna die. And he's like, oh fuck.
Z instantly crumbles by like, no, they're lying. No, I can fix you. And then Paul's like, he's full of shit. He did it to you. And then the robot's like, which is an awesome puppet if we didn't say that.
Oh my god, yeah. Another fucking Stretch Armstrong dude. His fucking hand grabs from across the way, grabs
Gum pistol,
and lifts him up and throws him across the fucking screen.
Which doesn't kill him, but later on they show him in that same laying down position. There's just blood everywhere.
Oh my god, it's great. And he stays in that pool of blood for the remainder of it. He's gonna be summoning the demonic toys soon, dude. That's gonna slip down in the cracks of fucking Inteltrex.
Not gonna go down that rabbit hole again, but the Tix guy, he's getting a phone call. We'll just leave it at that.
This is in the future, so the baby's been buried again.
He's calling Connor from the Speed Force. Yeah. Connor, I got something for you. Bring it back. Because he does pull out his little receiver and activate some more robots. He's got thousands of these things, but he just activates 2.
Oh my god, it's like the Iron Legion.
A little bit, yeah.
So, or the Doombots. Yeah, probably more like Doombots.
More like the Doombots, except these ones just see Felix standing at the end of a fucking tunnel and walk as slow as humanly possible towards him.
The Delta 8 is now loose.
Oh, right, yeah.
And he's got his own jumpsuit on, and he's bald. He looks like a penis.
Right, Domina's fucking super soldier. Yeah. MPH, mutant penis head, I'm calling him. Not to be confused with NPH, Neil Patrick Harris, but...
But what if we got to do a t-shirt of that.
This thing is like, it literally, like you just said, like, this is what Rawhead Rex was supposed to look like with this fucking cum coming out. I guess it's supposed to be saliva, but it literally looks like it's dripping out of his mouth. Cum.
I don't know, dude. He was fucking, maybe he was eating that beaver. That Domina beaver. Maybe Hydro gave him a shot in the mouth.
Maybe. Yeah, after he saw it on her hands, he was a little too aroused. They couldn't show that part.
Goo, and he's walking out real fucking slow.
Uncle Fester on fucking Bane's Venom. I don't know what it is.
Uncle Fester on Venom is the perfect way to describe
bringing
him.
it with the Michael Myers costume.
Holy shit.
But again, we were saying this while we were kind of watching it earlier, and it's like they're 10 times stronger. Well, was this 100 times stronger?
It
doesn't matter.
Because she specifically mentions that this particular thing is stronger than the Delta 7s.
Exactly.
So if the Delta 7s are 10 times stronger than a man, and the Delta 8 is stronger than the Delta 7s, one would argue that, yeah.
Right, this is a Super Saiyan fucking Delta 7,
You just, like, walk up and squash fucking Matt Riker's head.
Yeah. Which well, I don't want to jump the gun. They mentioned something about the hands that never came up before, maybe.
So there's a big fight, and everybody's karateing all over the place.
Elaine ends up on one of these concrete balconies, teleports like Jason or something, and she's got a rope, and you're like, what the fuck is she doing? She uses it to get the drop on this thing that was watching them before. I don't know. Again, the editing room, this guy did some fucking magic to make it make sense.
She's fighting, and this robot like brushes her chest, and like her fucking tits pop out, and these other two robots are like, oh, tits.
Yeah, like
I'm
looking
horny.
at it.
And Felix is there.
Hand on the shoulder.
Yeah, and then he kicks their asses, and it ends up like stomping one of their fucking heads, and there's just goo on his shoe.
Oh, that's one of the coolest shots.
It's really
movie.
cool.
Yeah, like bubble gum or some shit under his feet. But yeah, she kicks the shit out of this one that's like heads covered in snot or something.
Yeah, well, Jellyhead, dude.
Exactly. And then she zips it back up and there's like, huh.
So Delta 8 goes to he's beating the shit out of Matt.
In the boiler room, by the way.
Yeah, in the boiler. Yeah,
Mankind and Freddy are hanging out watching.
It's a Delta 8! So he like puts his hand out and points it at him, and you're like, oh my god, what, is he gonna shoot like missiles at him, like fucking Mechagodzilla or something out of his fingers?
And the Incredible Melting Man, or aka the puppet T-800's like, no, don't let the hand touch you.
Don't let him use the hand.
And Z hears this. He's like, I'm not dead yet, and shoots the fucking thing and kills it.
Kills the fucking robot puppet.
But Riker, I guess, gets the message and like rolls out of the fucking way.
Well, nothing really happens here. The hand just lights up, and I feel like they wanted to do something more extravagant, and the effect got fucked up.
Well, like this one doesn't have Mr. Fantastic powers. It's actually got Human Torch powers.
Oh, maybe he like lights on fire, and he's like,
boom, laser beam, plasma beam.
Don't let him touch him with your hands. And then Darla like walks out of the shadows, and he's like, you ever dance with the devil in a pale moonlight? And fucking pops this guy in the face. Dead.
Why this thing that was so fucking powerful, like the thing, let's just say,
was so fragile.
This is like the enamel all over again, but no tree spirits.
Yeah, well, that's also true.
Shot right in the urethra, kills it instantly. And Riker's like, Darla, you could make a pretty good mercenary. She's like, maybe.
Well, after all this excursion, who knows?
Well, right, exactly. And then they're all kind of like, high-fiving and everything. And then this motherfucker on the ground is like, all right, I'm not done yet again.
Fuck you, Dr. Paul. He shoots him in the arm, and it's like all slow-mo.
Yeah.
And then Matt's like, I'm not going to be a bad... Like, when the bad guy's down, I'm just going to leave him. Yeah, right. And he turns around and fucking shoots Z, and he, like, lights on fire.
Oh, yeah. Which Ed French did talk about how they did that effect. They used kind of a mirror trick.
It's really cool with the puppet on the one side and the actor on the other.
All in camera. Pretty impressive.
It was really cool. But this thing sounds like one of the Thing. TM dying.
Right, not the Thing from Fantastic Four.
No, like John Carpenter's The Thing.
Yeah.
When fucking Norse creature gets hosed with the fire, it sounds just like that.
So I don't know if Z was secretly an android the whole time, or if it's just a guy burning alive, but it's pretty fucking cool regardless.
Yeah.
This guy gets a better death than the fucking super soldier, super shredder monster, the penis thing.
I think they just ran out of time.
I think that's the actual answer.
So yeah, we're all happy. We're fucking fingering and sucking and fucking and kissing, and we're all doing the thing. We made it out alive, everybody. Everything is good to go.
Domina's pissed. Her supply's been ruined, but I guess she's not dead.
Yeah, or whatever.
Or something.
She's a junkie on the street now.
Going back to Hydro at home. I was wrong to doubt you, Hydro. The Delta 6s are cool.
Hydro's the cuck. He's like, yeah, I know.
Not anymore.
I know you wanted to sleep with other guys, but I'll always be here for you.
Yeah, and since the Delta 8 got shot once and died, now she's got to go back to the 6s, back to the drawing board. But just the movie ends on a little bit of a fart. It's a cool shot, so I get why they kept it in there. But just a 30-second shot of them walking out of this fucking facility.
Oh, no, you missed the best part.
Did I?
There's like a little girl playing on the street, and that woman's yelling out the window again for Amber whatever.
No, it's a different girl. This is Carly Lynn, the sister, I guess.
Oh, is that what she says? Carly Lynn?
This time, yeah. Right, that's a good point.
And then there's just like a cutaway shot of the robot that he disassembled like in the alley for no reason, putting itself back together and like smiling at the little girl.
Maybe they got body melt a little.
It reminded me of like Street Trash. Like that's what it felt like, all of those,
interesting insert. Doesn't really add much. Just kind of funny little scene. And you're like, all right. And then you get the walkout.
Mutant Hunt 2, yeah.
Honestly, I'd probably watch it. I might have enjoyed Mutant Hunt 2 better than Mutant Hunt 1.
I think you're right. There's like a 30-second shot of them walking out of the fucking facility, and it just holds on them all the way to credits.
They could have cut that in half, but they wanted the music to time out, or something.
It's fucking great. So where are we putting this, man?
Man, this is dumpster easy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you know.
Come on, we had such a fun time watching it,
Third fucking viewing, because this recording had to move a few times. Yeah. I think I enjoyed it finally when I was in the room with another human being instead of on my computer with headphones on.
That's not a way to watch it.
Well, this movie, no. Yeah. Most movies it works for me, but this one I needed someone else to kind of get me out of my own bullshit and be like, Sean, don't take this so seriously. And you were that person naturally.
When you said, oh, the clean cutter, this guy's cutting his hand off, I'm like, would you shut the fuck up? Like, come on, dude.
Nah, I know. I can't help it. That's the way my brain operates. People that have watched or listened to this show, they know by now.
No, for sure.
I'm
trying to let you have a little bit more fun with it.
Yeah, for sure. Listen, even though I didn't really like this movie initially, and I still don't know if I like it, but I had a lot more fun with it by the end of this. There's a lot to like about it. Yeah. This is one I would highly recommend in a group setting, like I kind of just said.
Oh, it's a party movie.
This would be great at like the drive-in or your Halloween party or some shit. And you just have it on, and everyone's like sitting there, like amazed at what's happening on screen. You get a little bit, little
bowl boy. You get a fucking J boy. You get some Bureaus,
some chips, maybe some muted gins or something.
Some goo, some Euphoron.
Exactly. Fucking A, right in the ear, right? I don't know. The effects are fucking amazing. Yeah. That is one thing I'll definitely say. Like Ed French knocked this out of the park, and like we said, he's a prolific effects guy to this day. Worked on so many amazing films, and this is kind of where he got it, where it all kind of started. This and Breeders and a few other movies. I don't know. The rest is kind of forgettable. It's just kind of a fun movie, but there's so many of these that came out around this time. And I don't mean that as like to put it down per se, but I'm just saying this is like the B action genre. A lot of these kind of blend together.
I mean, this is even sci-fi too.
It is, and for better or worse, it has the Blade Runner and Terminator influences and the Escape from New York. And I'm kind of impressed they did what they did with such a small budget. Again, edited a little wacky, but I feel like they just had to put it together with what they had shot. Happens sometimes with these very low budget features. 3 fucking weeks they had to do this in, so I gotta hand it to them. Even if it's not for me, Joe kind of got me smiling while we were watching it together, so maybe I'm kind of talking out of my ass a little, but definitely dumpster regardless.
He had a better time than he's letting on. Let's put it that way.
I mean, yeah, but I'm also trying to remember my initial thoughts on it, just to kind of keep it a little neutral for my final thought, if that makes any sense. Yeah. Would recommend this one, but don't expect anything beyond what it is. Like maybe I did. Maybe that's part of my own undoing on some of these lower production movies. I kind of go into with not the best mindset.
Yeah, you got to know what you're getting into.
Yeah, I blame myself a little on that, even though I know sometimes my brain forgets, and I gotta relax a little, Joe.
Sure. Yeah. Let it go.
Yeah.
Enjoy the ride.
Yeah.
This is on the fucking shelf, dude. 110%. This is what B-movie dreams are made of.
I can't even disagree with that at all.
It's got fucking everything you want in a movie like this, and then some, in my opinion.
It checks all the boxes as far as the action's
all the
concerned.
boxes, dude.
Badass, honestly.
It's got martial arts. It's got explosions. It's got gore. It's got crazy special effects. It's got bad dialogue, but like not meant to be bad dialogue.
Yeah.
The unintentionally bad shit that makes it so bad it's good.
Well, there's a huge market for that, you know?
Yeah, well, I mean, they didn't think they were making a bad movie.
You know what I mean? Do, right?
Yeah. But I don't think it's a bad movie. It's just a B movie.
Yeah.
These are the movies that I gravitate towards. These are the movies that raised me and kind of defined who I am as a person.
Sure, yeah,
and the
yeah.
movies that I like to make and make homages to and things like that. It's like Slime City meets Terminator on the set of Escape from New York.
Yeah, yeah.
And
yeah.
if that doesn't sell you on it, I don't know what the fuck will. It's a lot of fun. Ed French fucking absolutely crushes it with all the effects in this. And it's also that cool kind of time capsule thing where it's like, this movie came out at the end of a fucking era and the very beginning of a new one.
Yeah.
Right? So it's the end of Wizard Video, like the infamous Wizard Video, and Lightning Video, who had put out so many other films like TerrorVision, Toxic Crusader. They even put out on that label. Lots of tons of stuff. Usually, when you see Lightning on a box or Vestron on a box or Wizard on a box, you're like, oh, I'm probably in for a good time. You know, it's also the end of Lightning Video and it's the end of Empire Pictures.
Which you talked about earlier, and that's kind of cool trivia in and of itself.
Yeah, but that makes this kind of extra special.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and it's the last release from Wizard Video, which I think is pretty fucking cool.
Maybe that's why Charlie was like, "Fuck it, just do it.
Look,
I'll give you a little money."
Charlie knew what he was doing.
Yeah, yeah.
And
he got breeders out of it too.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. He got the 2-picture deal, and I'm sure it did gangbusters on video. So there you go.
We're still talking about it.
Yeah,
freaking almost 40 years removed.
And
so.
I forgot to put it on the table, but Vinegar Syndrome had put out the Blu-ray of Mutant Hunt.
Oh yeah,
and it's fucking gorgeous. It looks awesome. It looks way better than it should.
It looks way better than what Tubi has. For some reason, Tubi has all these licenses to Vincent, but they don't have this one. They're like, fuck it, VHS rip. I'm like, all right. Some people will love that. I'm like, all right, can I find the Blu-ray, please?
I love the Blu-ray restorations because it's like watching the movie for the first time again.
True.
And it's just awesome, and that disc is fucking great. And I think you could probably grab that still on Vincent if you wanna grab it. I don't know if you want to grab the tape because it's kind of a pricey tape, I think.
Probably because of what you just said. It's right at the tail end there. Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, it's probably more than a lot of people that watch this show want to pay for. Unless you're a collector and you want it for your collection, get the fucking Blu-ray. Get the Blu-ray and watch and enjoy it that way because that's the way to watch it.
And watch that deep dive interview with Ed French we keep referencing.
Oh yeah,
there's Ed French.
There's a few other special features on there that are really fucking good.
And
Yeah,
whatnot.
Yeah, it's all good shit. So yeah. Mutant Hunt fucking rules.
It's badass, I guess, right? Even though it's in the dumpster, it's still fucking badass.
It's badass for the month of fucking action, dude. This is some B action at its finest.
Again, coming out there right at the end. We're fucking speeding past at the end there, like the end of the race, NASCAR race. I don't know why my brain goes there, but
I told you,
watch
man,
NASCAR.
we hit that fucking nuke button and fucking Mutant Hunt shot right out and just fucking exploded, you know?
Way better example.
Yeah.
If this wasn't the end of the episode, I'd say excise that horrible joke I made. But hey, episode 200, you guys are fucking used to it by now. My nonsense.
So yeah, if you want some more Movie Dumpster content, you can head over to patreon.com/Movie Dumpster. You can get an ad-free audio version of the show for just $2 a month, and you can get some other great stuff at the $5 or $10 tiers. We also have a YouTube subscriber program where you can do, it's kind of like Patreon Lite, right? So you don't get the physical items that you would get from our Patreon, but you get stuff like commentary tracks and minisodes. So you can figure out which one of those you want to give your patronage to, and help support your favorite show.
And if you're watching here on YouTube, please like the video and subscribe if you're not already, and share it with your friends. Helps get the word out on the show. And if you're listening on your favorite podcast app, leave us that 5 stars and a review and a thumbs up if you got the time. We really do appreciate it. We're just talking about growing this dumpster community and getting the show into more eardrums, eyeballs, and everything in between. And only you guys could do that for us, so we really do appreciate it.
Yeah, man, those reviews help more than anything. Please like the video. Please share the video. Tell your friends. Grow the community. Leave that 5-star review. It helps more than buying anything, signing up for Patreon, or anything like that. It's fucking free to do. It doesn't cost nothing to be a good person and leave that review. But if you do want to buy some stuff, you can head over to moviedumpsterpodcast.com. We have a full store there with shirts, hats, stickers, all kinds of good stuff, with more stuff coming soon. We also have a calendar there where you can find out where the Dumpster Boys are going to be. On August 15th and 16th, we are going to be guests for the very first time at any convention, and that's going to be at the Sci-Fi Horror Fest in Vernon, New York. There's a bunch of great guests, including Bill Moseley, Caroline Williams, Tyler Main, William Forsythe, and Cecil Trachtenberg from Good Bad Flicks. So if you're in the New York area, definitely come hang out for that. But also, on the same weekend, our street team is going to be set up at Monster Mania in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. So if you're going to Monster Mania, we still will have a table there. We hope to see you in New York, and if we don't, we'll see you in New Jersey. So yeah, check it out at moviedumpsterpodcast.com.
And on that note, we'll see you next time.
So that's it. That's Mutant Hunt from 1987, directed by Tim Kincaid. I'm Joel Escola.
And I'm Sean O'Rourke.
Thanks for visiting the dumpster, and thank you so much for getting us to episode 200.